Okay, so I have seen this guy. His name is okay. I don't want to mention the name, but it's really famous case in Maharashtra that there was this guy who had a Porsche Taycan or something like that. It's Taycan or Taycan, and it's an electric EV, and he just killed two people by doing drunk and driving. And that guy got bailed today, and he just paid like bribe and all that stuff. We got like bailed in like 24 hours. And in India, what happens is that you can't really get bail by just paying money. You have to go through all the consequences which you have to. It was a big of a mess. I don't want to explain it over here, but one thing which I want to say is that I just recently saw this video that this guy got bailed out and is like 19 or 20 years old, and maybe he has even celebrated his birthday in jail or something like that. We'll see that. Okay, we will not see that, but yep, there's high probability that he was in a really bad position when he celebrated his two of his birthday. After 2 years of fighting the court by paying lots of bribes and all the stuff to the judges and all the stuff, he is out. He's on bail and he did a celebration. And the video was made of the celebration. It was viral all over the internet that this guy is celebrating. It's viral all over the Reddit that uh, that guy is celebrating after coming bailed by literally killing two people. And to be honest, I don't want to give any kind of judgment to this particular case over here. I'm not a judge. But one thing which I know is that if you have money in this society, you are respected. If you have resources in this society, you are respected. And the way they made their money is, first of all, it's a third gen entrepreneur. Like that guy is third gen entrepreneur, and his dad made like most of his wealth, and his grandfather was into this kind of business and all that stuff. That's a different game that they just played it a little bit dirty or something like that. I don't want to go in the dirty way. Like I can be dirty 10 to 20%, but I don't want to be dirty completely. I will start my real estate business as well at some point of my life, but at least for right now, in the next 2 to 3 years, I have to focus on making money out of lead gen and cold email. At least enough of money that I can buy plots and invest my money into building buildings which will sell. And yeah, that's pretty much what I want to do, to be honest. And real estate is such a thing. No matter what happens, you will end up selling that units which you are gonna make, especially in cities. If you make like really big buildings or something like that, you can yeah, end up selling that. No matter what happens, you will just end up selling. And yeah, you just need to do a little bit of your maths right and all that stuff. And yeah, that's how you do it. You start by making 5-story building, then you make 10-story building, then 15, 20, and that's how you become one of the greatest builders of India, like Loda Group. And then we have um, something similar to like Loda. It was Mehta or something like that. And they all of them have started from bare minimum. They all of them have started from almost zero. And the what we do inside this building shed is something which I really like. And I also want to share an experience which I had today. I have this really small garden, and I was given a task by my own self that I need to remove this tree. It was not a tree; it was a plant. It was a fairly big plant, and his roots were deeply integrated into the soil. And I spent it like 15 minutes. I was completely soaked in uh, sweat. I was completely soaked in sweat, and I tried my best. Then I called my mom, and we two were able to get that tree out of that particular small garden. The tree was rotten. It was infected by some disease. That's why we killed that plant. We're gonna plant something new and hope it grows and gives us some really good fruits or something like that. Yep. So that's the plan. And yeah, that's the plan. That's pretty much it. and I have figured out that my interest is gardening, but I want to do gardening in building slash destroying type of phase. I don't want to maintain the gardens, but I want to build something new. Maintenance is something which I don't like. So I'm into like niche of gardening, which is building. I like to build shit. And my mom like to take care of shit. So yeah, we build my mom and dad maybe will take care of that shit. But currently I don't have any garden, but I have some backyard space which I can utilize into garden. I just need to get money and I need to do like proper boundary and stuff because snakes might come. So I need to do proper boundary on that particular end of my backyard, and then it will be something which I will consider snake free. But still, there's a little bit of chances that snakes might live there or something, but we need to be a little bit extra careful in terms of snakes if I build a backyard garden. So I have found my interest. I really like this. I am gonna work on this. And second of all, I like to get into real estate and all that stuff. But first of all, if you want to get in real estate, you need to have money. And in order to have money, you have to provide some sort of service. Real estate game in India is all about cash flow. It's not about buying 10 houses, putting that on lease, not lease, putting that on rental and get tenants and then pay the leasing slash loan amount with that tenant. It don't work in India because of math don't make sense in India. What works is that you have a cash flow and you are buying houses, not houses in India, but farming land or something like that in India, and you are just buying more properties and yeah, getting more properties and all that stuff, but with a cash flow, and I want to make that cash flow. That's my business plan. That's my life plan. We make money from our online business. We invest that in uh, farming land in my town. My town, to be honest, because I think it's a growing town and it's a big opportunity when it's a growing town. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I want to do. Yep.